Hello friends, Kisan is here again and welcome you in this video tutorial. In this video tutorial we are going to talk why we need to define a dialect class in our hibernate configuration CFG file. So that's the topic we would like to discuss in depth. Hibernate is a database independent, as we know that. So whenever database we will use in our application, we need to uh, define dialect related to that database, right? For example, suppose you are using MySQL database, then you need to define a dialect class which is related to the MySQL and which is present in this package, right? So if you go to this package, then you'll get there are a bunch of classes, bunch of dialect classes which is defined, Hibernate has defined for the different databases, right? And if you look into the MySQL, then there is a one generic class is called MySQL dialect, and Hibernate has also supplied a direct class for the different MySQL versions as well, and same applies for the other database as well, right? So for connecting any Hibernate application with the database, you must specify the SQL dialect. There are many dialects classes defined for the RDBMS in r.hibernate.dialect package, right? Now, so dialect means the variant of a language. Hibernate, as we know that it is a database agnostic, right, or database independent. It can work with the different databases. However, databases have proprietary extension or native SQL variations and set or subset SQL standards implementation. Therefore, at some point, Hibernate has to use database specific SQL. Hibernate uses dialect configuration to know which database you are using so that it can switch to the database specific SQL generator code. In other words, you can say there are some things which works in all databases while other things are specific for some other databases, right? Like what is the current date and time for things which works in all the databases. There is nothing really specific to the dialects, but for all parts which may be different from a database to another, Hibernate uses the dialect helper for Hibernate to communicate with database in its language. For instance, at some point, Hibernate code needs to know what's the database data type for a JDBC type. Like if you go to the types class, right, java.sql package, then you can see we have a timestamp, right? So, and this is a static, so you can call types.timestamp, right? The core code of Hibernate just says give me whatever is this DB's equivalent of types.timestamp, and the specific dialect answers to that, right? So that's all. So in summary, you can say that Hibernate dialect class you will have to always define for your chosen database. Whatever database you are using, for that you will have to define, so that this will help Hibernate to generate SQL query for that specific database. So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. So I hope you enjoyed learning this video. So thanks for watching this video and see you next video tutorial.